Join me as I dive into the challenge of figuring out what every Christian should really keep out of their homes. As Christians, we often focus on building a strong spiritual foundation, but we often overlook the importance of creating a spiritually healthy home environment. The reality is that our homes can either be a sanctuary that draws us closer to God or a battlefield that pushes us further away from Him. It's crucial that we take responsibility for maintaining an atmosphere that honors God and promotes spiritual growth. When we think about the influences that affect our Christian households, we often think about the big-ticket items like entertainment choices, decor, and literature. But the truth is that these things can have a significant impact on our spiritual well-being. For instance, the movies and TV shows we watch can shape our worldview and influence our attitudes towards sin. The music we listen to can affect our mood and even our thought patterns. The books we read can either point us to God or lead us astray. It's essential that we're mindful of what we're allowing into our homes and how it's impacting our faith. Let's take a closer look at entertainment choices. For example, are we consuming media that glorifies violence, sex, or profanity? Are we incorporating activities that promote idolatry or witchcraft? These things may seem harmless, but they can open doors to spiritual darkness and wreak havoc on our relationships with God and others. Then there's decor. Are we displaying symbols that promote alternative spiritualities or occult practices? Are we allowing our homes to become a shrine to idolatry? It's crucial that we examine our surroundings and ensure they're aligned with God's values. Another area to consider is literature. Are we reading books that promote false teachings or contradict biblical principles? Are we exposing ourselves to demonic influence through certain genres of fiction? It's vital that we're discerning about what we read and ensure it doesn't compromise our faith. We need to remember that our home should be a reflection of our commitment to Christ, not a breeding ground for sin and rebellion. For example, did you know that the Bible warns us against having idols in our homes? In Deuteronomy 27 verse 15, it says, "Cursed is the man who makes an idol or a molten image, an abomination to the Lord." We need to be careful about the symbols we display in our homes, ensuring they don't become a stumbling block to our faith. Another example is the importance of guarding our eyes and ears. In Matthew 5 verses 29 to 30, Jesus says, "If your right eye causes you to stumble, gouge it out and throw it away. It is better for you to lose one part of your body than for your whole body to be thrown into hell. And if your right hand causes you to stumble, cut it off and throw it away. It is better for you to lose one part of your body than for your whole body to be thrown into hell." One powerful testimony that comes to mind is that of a family who realized their home had become a breeding ground for spiritual darkness. They had allowed certain influences to creep in, and it was affecting their relationships and their faith. But when they took drastic measures to remove those influences and create a spiritually healthy environment, they experienced a radical transformation. Their home became a place of peace, joy, and spiritual growth, and their relationships with each other and with God were strengthened as a result. This family's story illustrates the impact of being intentional about what we allow into our homes. When we create an environment that honors God, we open ourselves up to His presence and power. We need to be mindful of what we're allowing into our homes and ensure it's aligned with biblical principles. In conclusion, let's be intentional about creating a spiritually healthy home environment that honors God and promotes spiritual growth. Let's be mindful of the influences we allow into our homes and ensure they're aligned with biblical principles. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to share your thoughts on what Christians should keep out of their homes, please drop a comment below. Also, be sure to check out my other video on building a godly home. You can find the link in the description box.